Okay, everybody. Hello again. Today we're doing more clan generator. This time we're actually taking the save file up to 36 moons. We are on 16, so we'll be going 20 moons today. Since last time, part of what has made this video take so extraordinarily long is I have been doing some save file editing. So, if you would note, I left some little tidbits of lore in the description for the first video, or I should say the second video of the three Clangen videos, the first one of Pebbleclan, the Freeze Pelt one. I left a little lore nugget about the founders of the clans in this particular alternate universe, shall we call it. As I've been getting more into this, as I've been rewatching videos and talking about it, I've just been really loving the kind of character opportunities present here. So, I have been making note of interactions and things, and kind of deducing in my head some fanfiction type stuff that I want to be doing. So with that, I added a lot of stuff, and I changed and tweaked some relationships. So, those of you who have watched the other two videos, which, by the way, you should go do that if you haven't. You'll be missing a large part of the story. You should even go and watch the first video that involves Field Clan for reasons you will soon see. So here the things are different. Curlew Star. If we click into Family Tree, you'll notice that Curlew Star has parents now and siblings. Curlew Star and Freeze Pelt are siblings now. Along that same line, Birchheart is siblings with Edelweiss Tooth. So, big changes already, right? Basically, the more that I was looking at things, the more I kind of wanted the clan to feel a bit more connected, a little bit less disjointed, right? Because as it stood previously, the only siblings we had were Model Paw and Gossamer Paw, which are both children of Oat Valley, and new cat, Fernclaw. We'll get to Fernclaw in a bit. But, as you can see, they're litter mates. I actually wonder... Hold on. That's not what I wanted. Family tree. Interesting that it doesn't say they're litter mates. I wonder... I imagine that's because they're different moons. You'll also note that Curlew Star's, age is different. So is Freeze Pelt's. I think maybe not. Another thing, I augmented Blue Falcon's relationship with Rowan Paw for reasons that will become aware once I get onto the fanfiction. So, everything else about these core group of cats is fairly similar. But there are several added cats, as you saw with Fernclaw, Oat Valley's mate. There are several added cats. So, the first added cats I'm going to introduce you to are in the afterlife. If we look here at Star Clan, you can see Midnight Star. Midnight Star, if we go into Family Tree, you'll notice, has a mate. Midnight Star's mate is Mistcry. And you may know Mistcry, although you may not think you know Mistcry. And Midnight Star and Mistcry are responsible for Freeze Pelt and Curlew Star. See where we're going with this? So, Mistcry. She's new. But you may recognize her if you've watched the original Clangen video with Field Clan. You will recognize Mistcry better as Mistpaw. So, I have integrated a lot of cats from the Field Clan save. Other than that, you can see we have our clan leaders, Field Star, Pebble Star, Air Star, Stream Star, Gravel Star. You may notice that there isn't an Otter Star. That is because if we go to the Leader's Den, you will notice Otter Clan has been replaced by Field Clan. Basically, what that decision came down to was Stream Clan makes sense. In my head, they live by the stream. Makes sense. You have the windy river that symbolizes Stream Clan. Air Clan, you have that swoosh symbol. Makes perfect sense, right? Air Clan, much like Wind Clan, I imagine. Okay, Air Clan probably lives in a wide open field. Again, I'm Oklahoman, so wind comes sweeping down the plain, sort of a thing. Gravel Clan. This is... I don't remember what this symbol is called anymore. Fennel? I think that's supposed to be fennel. And in my head, I was like, okay, Gravel Clan, we have Pebbleclan. Obviously, those two are related somehow in my head. They probably both live... if we go to the camp, you can see we live kind of on this very rocky area. So they both live in kind of rocky areas. Maybe fennel is important to Gravel Clan because of some backstory lore reason, right? Otter Clan, though, had a bird for their symbol, and their name was Otter Clan. So they have been renamed and returned into Field Clan from the old save file. With that, I migrated Mistpaw over to being Mistcry. Dry here is from Field Clan. You may remember if you've watched the Field Clan video, there was an event where we found Sorrelpaw, Palepaw, and Silverpaw. Little preview of what the madness we're about to get into. Basically, we found them motherless because their mother had died. Dry was their mother. If you never saw her, that's probably because back then I didn't know you could click this to go to the unknown residence in the Dark Forest. Dry was in the unknown residence. I went ahead and led her into StarClan because I felt like that was neighborly of me. So, you can see we have... Oh, and we have Owlheart. Owlheart, real quick, the father of Edelweiss Tooth and Birchheart. You can see no mates. They don't have a defined mom. They just have Owlheart. Aw, he wishes he could speak to old friends. So we have our clan leaders, our clan originators. We have Field Star. We have Air Star. We have Stream Star. And we have Pebble Star. He is our clan founder. And we have Gravel Star. So, yeah. If you don't have... An interesting quirk of the files is if you don't have a parent, there isn't any way that I have found to bind two cats together as siblings. So you have to have a parent to bind them as siblings. Right? Has seen a Wolverine's future demise. Jesus, that's another hint for the future. So Gravel Star and Pebble Star, despite that, you can tell kind of by their similar coats. They have opposite eye heterochromia, blue-green there, green-blue here. They are brothers. And they are the reason why those two clans are so connected, and why, going forward, you may see there's a bit of a rivalry between these two clans. Most notably, if we go to Cats Outside the Clan, you will see 2 full pages. Most of these, starting from Silverpaw, kind of up here, excluding Rowanpaw, are all Field Clan cats that have come back to make a grand appearance. And you may remember Rowanpaw as the apprentice that joined our clan for like an moon and then left to go back to his clan. He is also the one that Blue Falcon has a relationship with, in the sense that they like each other as friends. Don't be weird. But yeah, we have almost all of the Field Clan cats. There were a great many. All of the ones that were kitty pets, Bidoof, Timber, Nakina, Stem, Snuttig, Wolverine, and Treasure, are all still kitty pets or rogues or loners. I decided to keep that separate, essentially kind of pull Field Clan back a couple of moons, ostensibly, to make it so that all of these rogues and loners and kitty pets had a chance to kind of readapt to their situation, change maybe where their allegiances lie. So, what is the big deal about everything? Oh, there's also some new cats. I had to make a few new cats like Gorse Dusk and Fernclaw. I had to make Gorse Dusk because we didn't bring over Carpbright, and so all of these kits are all Carpbright kits, if I remember correctly, and they needed a new parent. So we have Gorse Dusk now. Similar situation with Fernclaw. I wanted to give my, not View Dead, View My Clan. I wanted to, if you remember, Oat Valley was originally from another clan and came to our clan as a refugee. I wanted to give that kind of a bit more of a lore to it. So if we look here and we go to Fernclaw, you'll notice he's a Gravel Clan warrior. Interesting. A Gravel Clan warrior. So, to kind of break the ice a bit, Gravel Clan and Pebbleclan have a long, storied rivalry and history. The most recent entrant in this rivalry and history is the death of Midnight Star, and Mistcry, and Owlheart, and several other, as of now, unnamed elders. Basically, they got into a fight with a bloodthirsty deputy with a vengeance against Pebbleclan, and the deputy is responsible for the death of these 3 cats and several others. So, not on good terms with them. I will be taking that kind of antagonism forward as I kind of do patrols and things. Which, speaking of which, last time we left off on patrols. Most notably, you will notice, I made an effort to not give myself any more resources than I already had. There aren't any additional cats here that can do things for me. All of the cats that I have added are outside the clan, right? And you might think to yourself, like, oh, why did you... Like, it was a lot of work getting all of the Field Clan cats here. The reason that I went to all of that work and I bothered in the first place with it was, A, I wanted the saves to kind of feel interconnected. I think perhaps the lore reason for why there are so many Field Clan cats here is that the Field Clan cats from the last save, I think a great, terrible catastrophe happened there. Several of the cats, like Carpbright, Green Glare, Whimsy Star, all, like, kind of died in this great catastrophe and were forced to leave and move to this new area where our new 4 clans before, 5th clan now. I like to think that Field Clan sort of peacefully assimilated with Otter Clan, and it just so happened, me changing my own lore at this point, that Field Star was the real original leader, and maybe there was a, misunderstanding or falling out in Otter Clan's point of view, and so the clans merge. When they merge, they decide to rename to Field Clan, right? So, with all of that, I do have 2, what I'm hoping will end up being relatively long short stories planned. Midnight Star's Battle and Blue Falcon's Apprentice. Now, these aren't written yet. They won't be written for a while. but I can guarantee you I will be blowing up the channel when I do have them written and posted. If you'd like to leave an opinion, I've been thinking about where I want to post them. If I want to post them on AO3, on DeviantArt, on both. It kind of depends. I don't know if AO3 has rules against cross-posting. I'd have to look that up. But I was thinking about, where I should post. If you have opinions on that, let me know down in the comments. And I will, try to take that into consideration. I don't know where Warrior Cat's fanfiction readers really live. I can tell you I do plan on, once I get those stories done, I do plan on trying to do a audiobook style format thing with them and try to, make those stories accessible. Part of the reason that I've read so much Warrior Cats is that it was the thing I listened to while I was at work for a long, 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 long time. And so in that same way, I want to give back to the community that kept me sane while I was working by providing more content like that. So, I've got all that squared away. I even have my own warrior code written up, because the real warrior code, as fans of Warrior Cats may know, is very poorly defined. And so I've gone and I've set that up, and we will be working that out. Anyway, Ibis Clover is in with a broken bone. I kind of forgot about that. We also have one less medicine cat, because we decided to change one to a warrior, which I believe was Ibis Clover, actually, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was Ibis Clover that we changed. Anyway, so, anyway, with all of the kind of preamble set up, just know to be, aware, on the lookout for those stories. I will be blowing up the channel when I have those done. And yeah. Other than that, we can go ahead and we can kind of start doing some stuff. I don't think I necessarily need to go in and interact with these non-clan cats just yet. We'll come to that. Curlustar is considering what to do about nearby outsiders. Oh, about nearby... That's weird that the text overlaps there. I don't know why that's an issue. Curlustar is wondering what to do about nearby cats, something, I think. Outsiders view your clan as welcoming, is what that other thing says. There we go. So, we are allies with StreamClan for right now. I would like to befriend Field Clan, so we are going to go ahead and set that, and then we'll go ahead and tackle patrols. Now again, this video is going to be very cut up, and so I may not cover everything that happens on patrols, and I may not, when it comes to the events, I am actually going to read every single, relationship update, every single health update, all of that. But unless it's super important, or unless I have, a reaction that adds to the video, I probably won't be commentating about it. Oh, I realized earlier I said we were at 16 moons, but we're at 15. That's because in all of my notes, I have been labeling it as 16 moons, I believe, since Midnight Star died. Yes. Midnight Star, canonically now, along with Mistcry and Owlheart, all died a moon before the start of our clan. Ergo, that's why our clan and this save file started with Curlustar, our goat, being the new leader, girl boss. We have all of that sorted out. There will be, I don't want to spoil the fanfiction-y short stories, but those will have even more lore in them and more I have characterizations for most, if not all, of the cats that you see on screen, even here. And it all comes together, is my point. So, patrols. I remember I actually also did some looking in on things. And, there is certain traits, as there has been some speculation in my comments section, as it were. There is lots of traits that can help with gathering herbs. So, Blue Falcon as a Lord Keeper, I think does get some, and as being observant, does get some bonuses to herb gathering. I know others, like I think having a confident attitude gives you some bonuses. I don't remember all the details. I just remember that it does, like I thought this was all flavor text. This all actually has a massive impact on gameplay, though. Okay, so we're going to send these two out on an herb patrol. That'll be our first patrol of the day. Carver back on a mission to find Lungwort. He's determined Pebbleclan won't run out. I'm trying to remember. Okay, well, we'll proceed. Cat search and search. They both get sore. Carback returns to camp disappointed but determined to try again. Simply too important. Yeah, what relationship changes? Blue Falcon was in no hurry to accompany Coverback on another herb gathering after a search. Okay, interesting. I feel like this has to be like a new thing because I don't feel like that was there, or maybe it was and I just didn't notice. Yes, we are currently in Greenleaf. I know they added this handy dandy vine here, but I don't fully remember what the differences are there, so. Okay, we could probably have Oat Valley running with them. And we'll have Model Paw go too. Looking up at a powerful old oak tree reminds Lycanfur of an old tale. It is said that when oak leaves are chewed or mixed into a poultice, their power to prevent infection is the result of the strength of ancient trees being given to the cats using them. The older the tree, the better its leaves are as herbs. Cats in the clan have changed. 6 oak leaf bundles were gathered. Oat Valley enjoyed Lycanfur's explanation of Sundream. Enjoyed confers. Oh, I realized I said Oat Valley. I meant Oat Valley wasn't Ibis Clover, was the old menacing cat. Oops. And she can't go out because she has the broken bone. Cool. This is so much additional. Like, I take notes now on all of the new things that come out. And, ooh. Oh, hold on. I gotta get jiggy with it for a second. I also heard that if you send 2 cats on training, there's a higher chance of their romantic stuff going up. Stararm suggests it might be a good chance to practice a new fighting technique with Freeze Pelt. Freeze Pelt makes a comment about Stararm's choice of exercise. Stararm doesn't appreciate the cats become more exchange passive-aggressive comments than sheathed blows for the rest of the afternoon. Traded. Yeah. Okay, well. And now we will double up and go hunting. Comes across a squirrel, nibbling at a morsel. Hell yeah. Oh. Well, that's disappointing, isn't it? Gossamer Paw. Male. Okay. Sure, why not? No, we need food. Look for something to disguise their scent while hunting. This snowy patch will do. The plan works and their hunt goes well. A snowy patch in Greenleaf? That's not good. Doo-doo. Go out hunting. Patrol catches scent of a red fox. When they track it down, they find it feeding on a mountain goat kid carcass. I mean, what's the worst that happens? A broken bone? Yep. Wonderful. Okay. Cool. Oh, the clan. That's cool. Okay, so there's that done. Decided to befriend Pebbleclan. Yep. Let's go back to camp real quick. Ibis Clover still healing. I also realized upon reviewing the footage that quite a great deal of our romantic stuff was because I just left allow romantic ticked on for basically every interaction. Okay, well, I can't figure out what the thing was that I was looking for, so I'm not gonna worry about it even. And we'll go to events. Time skip and moon. This is really, where the meat and potatoes really start. Sootpaw has been made an apprentice. Okay, we'll have to check out who they're apprenticed to. But this is really where the meat and potatoes of story writing comes from what I've seen, of like the inspirations for things. Jesus. Crazy, this is the second time Blue Falcon has gotten high. Ibis Clover didn't realize Freezebelt was flirting with her. And Ibis Clover thinks Freezebelt has a lovely sense of humor. How interesting, how interesting. To give you all kind of an impression of where my kind of head is at. Right now, since this is Sootpaw's kind of debut, I'm really looking at how they are interacting with the clan and what that kind of looks like. To see what kind of the first impression is of Sootpaw. Slash Sootkit. So, that's kind of what I'm paying most attention to. Health. Soreness gone. Blue Falcon breaks a leg. Model Paw got heat stroke. And Sootpaw. Well, Sootpaw got heat exhaustion, I guess? Insane. During the gathering, Curlew does her best to get on Field Clan's good side. The Thorn Bush might be on Air Clan's side of the border, but both clans benefit from uprooting it before it can block the path further. That seems pretty interesting and important. Yeah, we'll keep rationing, but let's go ahead and feed all. Okay, so that took about 20 prey from us. And then we also get to view our herbs here, too. Mentor's Curlew. Bloodthirsty, but quick to make peace. That's strange, but okay. And as we know, Sootpaw is the kid of Dustspeckle and Rattlestorm. So yeah, interesting little torty pelt we got going on here. I do wonder how our deputy feels about having his kit trained by Curlew. Okay, so we are actually going to wait until later to do the clearing. We're going to wait until after patrols. With less cats, that's really not great. We will nab... Remind me what gender Gossamer Paw is. Computer, what gender is this cat? We'll let Gossamer Paw go out with Mom on a training mission. And Starrump? Yeah. Patrol once a whole day, decide to focus on how to best leap up a rocky cliff. Sure. Listens carefully, explains how to find... Cool. Cool. That is really good. Let's go ahead and get those two out. Oh, this is going to be strange, because Copperback kind of has feelings for Birchheart. Ooh. It's at least a little funny how elder leaves are so suited for easing the pains of the elders. The tree isn't named for that. There's an old myth about a medicine cat asking an ancient tree for advice. But sometimes the coincidence amuses Copperback. Ooh. Uh-huh. See, I just feel like this music gets me in the mood to be a whimsical little cat running through the woods. Sundream's concerned his warrior escort is unusually quiet. When prompted on her troubles, Dustbuckle comments that she could not help but think of what legacy she would leave behind if StarClan called upon her. Sundream attempts to soothe Dustbuckle's warriors, but nothing seems to stick. Dustbuckle turns back towards the camp, leaving Sundream alone to fruitlessly hunt for herbs. Love those two go. Legged is on a mission to find lungworts. Search until their paws are sore. Huh. I noticed that keeps happening a lot. Yeah, get it? Cool, cool. Proceed? Yeah. It's not a great amount of prey, but it's still doable. Okay, let's go ahead and set Leader's Den. Befriend. And then we can go ahead and toss up the clearing. So, if we go to the clearing... can we do... Interesting. We can. So... Interesting. Curlew Star, my bisexual icon. Granted, most cats in this game are bisexual icons. They live by no binaries or conservations. Let's just dip into Freeze Pelt. See what Freeze Pelt has going on in terms of romantic options, because why not? I mean, there's always the yaoi. But they got into a fight recently. Little predator-coated blue falcon, but whatever. Oh, he can't love himself. How strangely poetic. Uh-huh. Why don't we do this with Ibis Clover? Didn't increase a lot. But yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Curlew Star calls a clan meeting to give an important announcement. Gathering, Curlew Star remarks that Field's clan's apprentices seem to be growing into fine young cats. Soreness abated. No longer sore. Rattlestorm fell into a river and inhaled a lot of water before managing to get out. He's been hacking and sputtering ever since. Ugh. Ibis Clover's legend reports that though everything seems to be healed, the weakness Ibis Clover has complained about is likely a permanent consequence of the injury. Model Paw is feeling better. That's good. Good to have some father-daughter bonding time here. So yeah, we have kind of a problem with this. Is Ibis Clover recovered then? As a permanent condition. I also was made aware of a lot of scars that I didn't realize people had. We can see, I imagine that's new. The taste of frog. That's so unhinged. But yeah, if you... Like, there's actually, like, cats that have scars. Obviously, we knew about Berry Tiger. That you wouldn't realize. Like, Blue Falcon has one, I believe. I learned looking through the files that Whimsy Ghost had burnt paws, which I thought was interesting. Let's go ahead and get a quicker look at the medicine cat den. Water in his lungs. It's really bad not having these three. Okay, this time if I get goddamned lungwort again... Bloodthirsty is supposed to be not great for getting herbs, But I feel like Omen is supposed to be good for getting herbs. Okay, sure, sure. Oh, that's not great. Ooh, okay. Chat, it isn't going all that great. Syndrome's concerned his warrior escort isn't usually quiet when prompted on his free-spelt comments that he could not help but think of what legacy he would leave behind. Sundream, you seem to be getting into these situations a lot. Wise Tooth instructs Muddlepod to scent the air and nods in approval when Muddlepod says he smells squirrel. With Greenleaf comes fatter prey that tends to stick to shady spots. Wise Tooth points out a few likely destinations Squirrel may be heading to, then softly asks Muddlepod how he would like to proceed. Though he's a little sloppy and the Squirrel quickly spots him, Muddlepod manages to secure the catch in the end. Edelweiss Tooth looks pleased and gives him tips to improve his technique next time. Nice, nice, nice. We'll have these two go out. Comes like a squirrel. Narrowly misses the squirrel. Let's do this and go on border patrol. They hear the traipse of paw steps through the territory. Proceed. Okay. The patrol approaches warily and comes upon a kitty pet that's sniffing around. The kitty pet notices their arrival and brightly says she's heard about the clan and wishes to join. The patrol agrees to take her back to camp. Sagwa? Okay. Sagwa. Let's take a look at Sagwa. Stuffed. Oh, do I need to do food? I do. So that took us from 118 down to 96. So still about 20. Proficient. Trusted advisor and adventurous. Interesting. 109 moons. Interesting. So Chloe is an elder at 135, right? So probably by the end of this journey, once we hit 5 years, a lot of these cats are going to end up in elder dens. Well, sure, Sagwa. Let's see how you are at hunting. Valley spies a fat rabbit on the other side of the Clan border. A tempting opportunity to be sure, but it may not be wise to hunt on different clans' territory. Let's not proceed. We want to kind of get rank up with Clan. But that also means we do not catch any prey. Which isn't great, dudes. You know, they both used to be kitty pets. Why don't we let them be friends? It feels kind of racist being like, they're kitty pets, so surely they're friends. But, you know. Leader Den. Field Clan. Oh, they're our ally now. That's cool. Let's go ahead and decide to do that. Let's go ahead and save. I've been informed that I should be abusing save scumming a lot more. Sundream was seen loudly bickering with the medicine cat of Field Clan. Interesting. Edelweiss Tooth died trying to save a Stream Clan apprentice. Oh my god. Great, and Clan's relationships worsen. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, tell of the passing of Stone. Cinder Swish? Treasure? Star Clan was lost to their clanmate and his clanmates will miss. Where he had been in their lives, most of his life are shared in stories around the circles of mourners. It doesn't feel like what Cinder Swish looks like. Is it? No, I'm thinking of Charnudge, I think. Right? Yeah. Okay. Edelweiss tooth? Leapt? Oh, that's really cute. A little fusser to bait. Where's stone? Oh. Sundream is an elder now. Chad, I think we're save scumming. Okay, we saved it. We saved it. So to be clear, only reason I'm save scumming is because like 5 cats died. That is a lot for me. I did see that that elders could be mediators, so yes. Let's get these two. A loner waits on the border for a patrol, and finding one led by Ibis Clovis to join the clan. Loner states on, and is now called Zap Current? That's badass. Curlew Star and Oat Valley now they become mates? Oh my god, okay. Palepaw and Stem? Oh my god. Okay. Holy. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is more acceptable. And again, it isn't, I'm not necessarily trying to save Edelweiss Tooth with that. I didn't want like 5 cats dead. So I guess we can deal with this. So now the only question is do we lead Stem into Star Clan? I think so. I mean, he was... Oh god, I should really let those cats into the clan. Like, invite them. I think I'll do that. Curlew Star House of Air Clans, Herb Stores are pull. Hackles Rise. Okay, so at least this is similar. We still worsen. This is cool, though. Makes me glad. Gotten a White Cough. Let us, before we go into this, let's go into here. Palepaw. Damn. Hey, at least he with Mama now, I guess. A new star burned in the night sky, and a new spirit padded into Star Clan. Oh, that's so sad, bro. Let's guide into Star Clan. And then let's do actually... we're still... You know what? They need the one up, honest. Yeah, sure. We can only do one at a time, huh? Bidoof. I guess. Bidoof is an elder, which is a little upsetting. Zap Current. 110 moons. Okay. Zap Current is an insane name, but I dig it. Okay, so I'm going to dip back. I'm going to read through the relationship stuff, and I'll get back with you. Okay, I've darted through the logs. Nothing super crazy happened other than what I already showed off. Got lots of stuff about Zap Current being introduced. There's some stuff with Ibis Clover. There's lots of cute Curlew Star and I believe Oat Valley, right? Yep. Lots of fun little interactions between them. I think it is adorable that Oat Valley really like went from Fernclaw, who she had 2 kids with, to the lesbian glow-up of her dreams. As mentioned before, Sundream is now an elder. Our next oldest cats are Sagwa, Zapcurrent, and Dust Speckle. So not really looking forward to when they have to go, but we'll get a lot of good years. I shouldn't say years. We'll get a lot of good moons out of them still. So, I already fed people. Okay, hello. Now that you've kind of seen the gist of how things are going to go, I'm going to begin skipping significantly more segments of gameplay here and only really showing you the super interesting bits and things that I have reactions to. But just wanted to, show this while I'm setting up cats, or I guess talk about this while I'm setting up cats in the background. See you all in the next clip. No. No, 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 no. Every single time they get sore, don't proceed. That sucks, but every single time they get sore, and it screws over any progress. Oh my god. Sure. Miserable weather they gather, and liking for which she didn't have to, despite Zapcurrent nearly slipping and falling over on more than one occasion, and the rest of the patrol getting absolutely soaked to the bone, they do somehow still manage to bring back some herbs. So that's good. At least somebody is pulling their weight, instead of just continuing to go out and try and look for lungwort. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take you and you out hunting. There, they find a swarm of 2 legs. Oh no. I'm curious. A 2-legged spots Strawrump and crouches down, clicking softly. Strawrump hisses and flees. Okay, well that also doesn't bring us any new prey. Okay, I think with that, we save and we time skip. Oh god. Crestthorn? Vinepaw? Okay. What? Okay, this is some crazy stuff. No, this is so unhinged. Hold on. No, because, like, no way he broke up with Blue Falcon, right? They're poly? They're poly? What? I didn't know that was possible? Okay, oh, come on, guys. No. They're poly? Do I stay or do I go? I think I gotta stay, but... yeah, I'm gonna lock it in. Oh my god, this is insane. They're poly. Jesus, man, I still can't believe it. So what does it look like when we go into choose mate? And then... interesting. Interesting. I wonder if we go in here... just because I haven't played around with this menu, like, a lot. Interesting? Bro, why he got a thing for all the older women, huh? Yeah, we'll do them. Goes out with a warrior escort, both for safety issue and carrying. Conversation with her about the herbs, launches in the usual spiel, and her astonished Sagwa is actually interested, and makes her heart feel lighter getting to share her knowledge and skills with someone who respects her. You're good at running. You're good at running. Let's have both of you go out hunting, I guess? Hunting patrol just apprentices, this is going to go great. Determined, the apprentices work hard and long, coordinating with each other to drive prey to each other's claws. Maybe it'll take twice as long without a warrior to guide them, but they're still going to do it all by themselves. A huge amount of prey. That's all the prey that I wanted to get. Oh my god, okay. That leaves us open to do all border patrol? Okay. Let's do you. Let's do you. and Sootpaw. Patrol hears desperate screams coming from a nearby lake. Patrol races towards the sound. They are puzzled when they see a lone two-leg, but grim realization soon dawns on them after they hear more screams coming from a bag the two-leg is holding. Jumping into action, the Pebbleclan cats startle the two-leg into letting go of the bag, while the rest of the patrol claws the ankles of the now furious two-leg. Curlew, Star, and Rollstorm quickly and quietly get the old shivering cat out of sight, promising safety and welcome in Pebbleclan for as long as he'd like. Pinnacle Sore? That's a crazy name. Oh my god, this is a crazy event. Let's go check out Pinnacle Sore. Strong fighter and somewhat clairvoyant. Let's have these two go out training, because I want to see if it bumps the romance is true. In which case, let's look at their relationship first. So you're at 9. Ibis Clover is at 33. Ibis Clover suggests this might be a good chance to practice new fighting techniques. Takes charge and coordinates exercises for duos. They practice how to weave around an opponent, feeling more and more confident in their teamwork. Okay. So, we said you were at what, 9? Still 9. Still 33. But they trust each other a lot more, right? Yeah, wait, that was a big trust jump, actually. So that was a very big relationship jump for damn sure. And we'll have the siblings go out on border. Checking the borderlines, they hear trips of paw steps. Chol approaches snarily, approaches warily. Keepet notices their arrival and brightly says he heard about the clan and wishes to join. Erebus! Okay. Let's go ahead and get your role changed to mediator. Inside his two-leg nest and makes him an offer. A few questions about leaf bears and synergy, he's persuaded. What? Oh, okay. You go, newly minted queen. Oh, come on, Oat Valley. Confesses that he likes Sundream? Oh my god. Bro, the gay relationships in this game. Like Sundream. Damn, alright. Man, this reminds me. Just, whose kits are they? You know? Like, I want to know so... Huh? Wait. Wait a minute. They're metamors? Oh my god, I didn't realize. So I guess probably copperbacks. Broken jaw. I forgot. I forgot for the fucking broken bone. I guess I'm glad we're on rest and recover. Jesus. So I'm done doing my looking. I'm done doing my stuff. The only thing of interest was there was this one interesting thing where Copperback strangely sitting alone at the edge of camp. Have to wonder what that's about. These two go out. To Copperback's concern, his warrior escort is unusually quiet. Worries about the legacy. What happens if you do not proceed here? Isn't sure how exactly to address the statement, and quickly attempts to distract Birchheart with some herb collecting. And we get no herbs. So no herbs? I don't know how I feel about that. Here, we'll see how I feel about that, is what I think. Cool. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And we will grab Snuttig. Well, here, let's get the kitty pet, or the loners. in first. So just treasure and timber for right now. Okay, so what if we do this, we do this, we do this, we do this, we do this. We do a massive training. Curlustar brings them down the mountains to where a little stream turns into a tiny cold bog. On a scrub by the bog, a small towhee opens and it opens its beak and calls like a cat. The apprentices poke Nikina for an explanation. You see an ancient cat running from wolves begged StarClan for help. StarClan gave her voice to the bird in the tree she hid under, and while the wolves were distracted, she got away, but she never managed to catch that bird and get her voice back. Okay, so here, I should read these. Oak Valley and Curlustar found a litter of 2 kits and decide to adopt them. That is so wholesome. I will have to investigate. Blue Falcon hopes she'll have a small litter. Model Paw is Model Thud. Terrible weather convinces Curlustar to skip this gathering. Interesting. Berry Tiger travels to Air Clan to resolve some recent border disputes, and it goes really well. Good job, Berry Tiger. Timber is surprised to have been sought out specifically by Pebbleclan. He's no stranger to living in groups, but all this code business sounds awfully complicated. Eventually, Timber comes around and accompanies the Pebbleclan cats back to camp. Berry Tiger travels to Air Clan. Yep. Glad Timber is in. Injured after a fight with a clanmate that Nikina encouraged. What? Nikina was on a walk when she saw Oat Valley being attacked by a dog. She helped Oat Valley escape, but not before getting a few wounds. Pinnacle sores healed well. That's crazy. Let's check Medicine Cat then. Claw wound, bite wound, mangled tail still. Who are the new kits? Newt Kit and Curlew Kit. Oh. Oh my god, they're so tiny. Brioche? Brioche? Parents. Oh, Brioche. This is a hella complicated. Let's go check out Brioche. Uh-huh. Loner? Come on, bud. You can come in. Jesus. How are we feeling about Nikina then, Curlustar? She's so cute. Yeah, not a big fan, as it turns out. Oh, this is a funny side effect. Nikina still has all their... Okay. Interesting. Nikina still has all of their relationships to all of the other cats. How do you feel about Nikina, Rattlestorm? He has a lot more feelings about Dust Speckle and Sundream, but hates Oat Valley. Bro, you can't be a hater like that. No opinion? Is this no opinions on Nikina? That's so funny. That's so unbelievably hilarious to me. We'll have them go herb gathering. And the 2 cats head out in relative silence. Even though there's nothing different about the place, Copperback always feels grief and love their clan makes express. It's seeped into every corner. So, gives us time to do border patrol. Actually, we want like this, I think. As the patrol is checking the borderlines, they notice that a Stream Clan scent is strayed into their territory. Stream Clan is their ally, but this is a bit suspicious. Seed? Patrol follow the scent deeper into their own territory, eventually stumbling upon the Stream Clan Medicine Cat. It seems there's an herb shortage, and the Medicine Cat was hoping to borrow from Pebbleclan's own stores to treat a badly wounded warrior. Birchheart hastily escorts the cat to Pebbleclan camp. Okay. I dig it. Make sure the leader's den is set. Let's just keep praising Field Clan, because we like them. And we'll invite in Treasure. Alright. I like that it has to load now. While on a walk in the territory with Copperback, Blue Falcon unexpectedly had her litter of 2 kits with help from her mate. Pebbleclan Patrol approaches Treasure with an offer, but she doesn't seem receptive. Okay. Oh, that's so nice. Okay. They get back together. Bros, so Kit no longer has a broken home. I miss Clover and Freezebelt really think the clan hasn't noticed how they feel about each other. Everyone carefully hides their smiles as they announce becoming mates. Bro. Bro, you turned her down like a moon ago. Tail badly injured by a dog, that's not good. Nikina is healed. Oat Valley is healed. The territory, yep. It's gotten a yellow cough, that's not good. But you know. Her progress has off her moons and feels it is time for her to get her warrior name. She is granted the name Soot Stripe in honor of her passion. Okay, I already kind of took a look because I went through, but look at the new kits. These are Blue Falcons, of course. We can go, you know, family tree, parents. All. Oh, adoptive. Okay, I was gonna say I don't think that's how that works, but step kitten, arch kitten. Tried suckling on a piece of bedding. Oh, of course he's single striped. Blue Falcon is single striped. I don't know how they're getting masked and tabby DNA, but you know. So Treasure didn't want to join us. I did read that. Treasure didn't want to join us. So we'll go ahead and invite in Snuttig. So, and you might be asking about Wolverine and Bogswan. Of course, we know Bogswan was exiled from AirClan, which is why I'm not inviting him in. I don't want to piss off AirClan, and I don't want to invite in somebody who's potentially dangerous. Wolverine I'm not inviting in because you may remember Wolverine got into a fight with Cartbright, and also Wolverine has gotten into some lore-relevant fights with some other cats, and so we aren't inviting him in. We go ahead and check the Medicine Cat Den. Blue Falcon, still broken bone, recovering from birth. Edelweiss Tooth has a yellow cough, which is not great, but at least it's a green cough. Sundream has a mangled tail, so one of our medicine cats is out of work, which isn't great. And then, of course, Curlew Star. Do you still have 9 lives? Yeah, okay, that's good. You're good at running. We'll send them out hunting. Shadows stretch long and inky between the rocks. Sometimes the prey just doesn't run, and today is one of those times. Okay, let's see what the time skip holds for us. She's pregnant? Okay. Force Dust brought a litter of 3 kits back to camp but refused to talk about their origin. Interesting. Killed by Yellow Cough? Passing a Vine Tooth? Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Do we want to commit to this? Said he brought 3 kits, didn't it? Oh, Gorse Dusk is other cat. I mean, and Vine Tooth. Okay, so I went ahead and changed some more things. You'll notice Pebbleclan is hostile to us now. There's lore reasons for that. We're just gonna keep being friendly, though. We're going to invite Snuttig in, since Treasure didn't want to come in. Another thing that I changed just recently is Duskmane, the deputy for Pebbleclan. Duskmane is... he's a guy, that's for sure. You'll notice he has quite a lot of opinions, shall we say. Let's head back and we'll advance the moon. Okay. Have enough healthy medicine cats. Cats will be sick or hurt for longer and have a higher chance of dying. Curlews are healed from her claw wound, but will forever be marked by a scar. Oh god. Oh god. Wait! That's both of our medicine cats! All 4 legs for the first time in a long time wincing. Her healed broken bone has definitely left a leg weaker. It's manageable as far as she's concerned. Newt Kit woke up with a mild headache but got to play anyway, trying to ignore the nagging pain. Reputation of warm-hearted sociability. Praise the wisdom and rationality of Pebbleclan's mediators. I just, like, all of them out. I don't know that we can manage that. I don't think we can manage that. I think if all of our medicine cats get sick, we just lose. Okay, this is my third save scum. Since this is my third save scum, if we screwed up this time, then we screwed up. Maybe before this, Ibis Clover used to be a medicine cat. Maybe we change medicine cat. Maybe we change her back. Used to wonder, helping those where she could. Eventually found the clan. I think we have to change her back, if I'm being so honest. Let's do that and see what happens. Okay. Back a litter of 2 camps. Has suspicions of being pregnant. Is overjoyed by confirmation. Passing of Silverflower. Okay. Claw wound is healed. Sundry mangled tails start to swell and feel feverish. Happy to find her body pain-free. Edelweiss tooth coughing has dried out. Snuttig is sick with yellow cough. Okay. This seems doable. So Roano's Sloperump pregnant and Silverflower passed. Okay. Snuttig invited into the clan, nice. In a bright spot, this Moon Pinnacle Sword and Zapkern have finally announced their commitment as mates. Rogue waits on the border, finding one led by Nakinas to join the clan, decides to take a new name and is now called High Gleam. Okay. Guard duty Nakina caught Strawrump trying to sneak out of camp. Pebbleclan proudly announces they have welcomed new kits. Rattlestorm congratulates them first and wishes for the health and happiness of both the parents and the litter. Okay. We can do this one. Whew. I think that's going to be my new rule going forward, is we get 2 save scums, have to keep the third one, just to keep things interesting. Okay, went ahead and read through everything. Let's go ahead and set this up. We'll see if Treasure is interested again. Notably, Snuttig is a new medicine cat for us, which will be nice once they're healed. We really need to focus on herbs. So, we will have you and Strawrump go herbing. Coverback heads out, deciding that Pebbleclan needs more blackberry leaves in their stores, bringing along anyone who isn't busy. Spots a sheltered corner that has protected a pocket of brambles and blackberry and raspberry from the cold and expertly maneuvers in to pluck the leaves for Pebbleclan. He passes them out to the members of the patrol from within the thicket, and his entourage ensures that Copperback is able to bring a huge quantity of fresh blackberry leaves home. We'll have them go, and we'll have Timber go also. The cold of Leaf Bear might have killed off a lot of greenery, but Ibis Clover knows that the dandelions are only playing dead. If she can get her paws on a plant, the roots will still hold fresh, milky white sap or even stinky bulbs. She brings along a patrol of shivering clanmates. More paws will make light work of digging through the snow. What? Also, don't end up finding any dandelions under the snow either. The cold has leached all the heat. I'm actually speechless. Do we accept this? I think so. I think so. I can't just rewind the clock every time somebody dies. So while I'm so sad and Freeze Pelt is not gonna be happy, I think I gotta. And now we have one less medicine cat. We only have 2 that can work. Jesus Christ, man. Let's have our usual hunters go out, I guess. Oh, come on, man. Okay, I gotta save. Because we can't be doing that, you know? Hi, Gleam. You are new. We got a lot of prey. We'll have them go out border patrol. Actually, let's have all 4 of them go out border patrol. An ambush? I mean, we got 4, right? Mediating, prophesying, speaking, shameless, thoughtful, fierce, oblivious. Freezepelt takes the lead, confronting the gang with confidence. Eventually, the rogues admit that they've been struggling to find enough prey and are looking to steal richer territory from the clan. Tensions are eased when Freezepelt informs the rogues of a prey-rich meadow outside of Pebbleclan territory. I mean, I guess that's it. But, like... I think it probably didn't update him as dead, because it happened during... Or update... Not Freezepelt as dead. Update Freezepelt as mourning, because Ibis Clover died while on patrols. So I imagine it'll do it next go-around. God, brother. Okay, we are hanging on the edge, man. Oh, these were the kits. These are Rowan Nose's kits. Mouse Kit and Missile Kit. They are... We know for a shadow of a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, that they're Rowan Noses. Which is crazy. Young man, you're only 15 moons old. You can't be knocking up random women. Don't know who the mother is. Right now, my theory, the theory I hope is true, is Bog Swan. I think that would be really interesting. Okay, let's time skip. Citing Queen's intuition claims she knows she'll have a small litter. Past me, Ibis Clover is taking her place in Star Clan. Pebbleclan mourns the loss of their clanmate, and her clanmates will miss where she had been in their lives. Moments of her life are shared in stories around the circle of mourners as those that were closest to her take her to her final resting place. Curly was injured after a fight with a clanmate that Nakina encouraged again? Girl. Again? Belly has been upset. Finally feels back to normal. Throat is no longer sore. Okay. Jesus. Curly flatters Field Clan to no end by the end of the clan. Field Clan's leader seems more annoyed by the attention than grateful. Treasure is sent, but it only leads them in circles. Interesting. Okay, this seems fine. We really want those guys to be healed up. Okay. I want to get up above 150 in terms of prey. Let us go ahead and send the brothers hunting. With a debilitating headache. At least we still brought some prey back. Okay, we're above 150. Okay, we can do border patrol then. So we want 1 fighter and 1 person with another skill on each border patrol. I think since we have so many cats, I want to try and go for a rarer thing. And so we're going to have these 4 go out. Hell, why don't we make it a full party? Do this. Do this. Make it a full party. Patrol finds a kitty pet who is interested in joining the clan. They banter with the cat a bit, making them feel more welcome. The patrol doesn't have to do much convincing. The kitty pet seems happy to join. Long Wish joined the clan. Let's go check out this Long Wish. You. Okay. 37 moons, formerly a kitty pet. Talented swimmer? Okay. We really are the clan of kitty pets. We'll send these two out on border. They're both new, so... Patrol's marking... Oh, a gang of rogues leaps out. Proceed. Patrol descends into battle without a second thought, easily driving the rogues away as they use their knowledge of the rocky terrain to their advantage. Patrol met Hill, the patrol met Primrose, Hill, and Nectar. That's pretty dope that just those two were able to drive off 3 goddamned rogues. Really, just immediately both of them proving their loyalty to the clan, which is kind of dope. And we'll do another border. As the patrol is checking the border lines, they notice Stream Clan sent. Yeah. Patrol discovers Stream Clan apprentice wandering nearby, hopelessly lost. Okay. Nikita only chuckles and gently guides the young cat back to their own territory. Okay, that was rather eventful. Okay, we are back again in the gambling machine. Charnudge has died. Birchart is pregnant. Sloperump has a kitten. Bro, I liked Charnudge. Let's look at health. Healed from the mangled tail, but will forever be marked by a scar. Fell into the river and inhaled a lot of water. That's kind of fine. Bellyache is healed. Icleap's tail was injured. Model Thet's headache is on. Okay, so overall, okay, I guess. Rattlestorm assures Stream Clan's leader their clans would be well matched in battle. Stares at Rattlestorm warily, unsure if he's threatening them. He did his best. Invited Treacher in, that's cool. Seen arguing and borderline fighting with a loner. Bog Swan? Okay. Oh. Okay, Gossamer Creek. Oh no. Sagwa Elder's Den, okay. Not so quick Sagwa. Oh, Sagwa. Wow, you can just switch them. Okay, that's funny. I'm going to make a controversial decision, and I'm going to allow a lot of the elders to retire, I think. Birchart is pregnant. How did Birchart get pregnant? And Gossamer Creek is trans. Man, and Charnudge? Where is he? Bro. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read the events and categorize, or I'm going to go ahead and do all that stuff and then come back here and... Oh, check on some stuff. Oh, Sundream's tail is wicked now. Okay, so I took a look at some things and I decided to let some of our elders retire. Particularly, you can see here, this is where the retirement, the Elder's Den starts. Got Chloe, Bidoof, Sundream, Pinnacle Soar, Erebus, Sagwa. My kind of criteria for this is, at this point, if the cat is over 125 moons, then we just let him retire. You'll notice a lot of these cats just broke that milestone, like a few moons ago. Sagwa isn't over it, but Sagwa also... if you remember from the interactions, or if I showed that, retired on their own. And even though I am lord of this land and I could change that decision, I wanted to respect it some. So yeah, we have an actual Elder's Den now. And I kind of did that because I felt like I was missing out on part of the gameplay. Sundream, notably, ex-Medicine Cat. The reason Sundream gets to retire is because we just got Treasure in, and Treasure is a medicine cat. So while it hurts quite a bit because Sundream is a master level medicine cat. I think, Sundream is 127 moons old, terribly scarred. I also kind of felt like looking back on things, that perhaps a component of these cats, especially like Bidoof and Sundream, constantly getting injured was because maybe their age is being factored into whatever calculations the game is doing. Don't remember, though. Or, I shouldn't say I don't remember. I don't know, though. Red alert, red alert. Our efforts have paid off. Birchheart likes Berry Tiger. Or don't say she a quitter, because she gonna keep trying. Oh, it's funny. This is literally exact same message. Okay, so Prey. Let's try to get to 150, I'm gonna say. Let's break up our usual pair. Maybe do some swimming. We'll do this. We'll check the borderlines. They hear an odd sound coming from beyond a rockfall. Checking the source. Oh, Wolverine? Bro, at this point, is he just destined to die? This is like the second or third time. Okay, look. We'll say on patrols, we get less mulligans. We only get one mulligan for patrols. Per incident. Per incident. 3 for event moon shifts. 1 for patrol. And, of course, I didn't save enough, so now we gotta roll the game with this. Birchheart, Edelweiss Tooth. Oh, Longwish is good at swimming, too. Noted. Okay. Last raise, the hunting party heads out into the gathering dusk. The patrol capitalizes on so much that the entire clan comments. Much better. We're already at 150. How wondrous. Okay. Then let's do some unusual combos. Zap Current. Oh, who is it that likes... It's Gossamer Creek, right? Let's send them out alone. And, I mean, they're inexperienced enough that a training patrol would be useful. So let's do that. Mighty clatters stones from below her. Surrounded just in time. Head damage? Okay. I guess. I mean, okay, we'll keep it, I guess. It's not dead. And then I guess let's just send all 4 of them out on a border. Gang of rogue cats yowling as they confront the clan cats. The rogues posture and jeer, eventually provoking a battle. They prove to be strong fighters, and the patrol is forced to retreat. Timber badly injured. Okay. Yeah, let's I guess re-roll that. God, I don't want to be re-rolling like everything that goes bad. Oh, and of course. Okay, we did Model Thud and Rattlestorm. No, you go back, Timber. Order. Stream Clan. Yeah, go ahead. Yowls a warning and the patrol scatters when they hear the cry. Just in time, too, as a large dog jumps at the patrol. Rattlestorm rallies the patrol to drive the dogs away. Thankfully avoiding any injuries, the Stream Clan cat is grateful for the rescue. Nice! I would argue that's better than the other thing, but... let's see what our other one gets us. The con of this, of course, is that I could re-roll a different event where they just die, right? Longwish starts telling a story of his ancestors to keep every cat entertained. Keeps the cat's minds off their sore pads and the sharp stones as they walk along. Patrol goes quickly and easily. Cool. Okay, and remember, we get to do this one 3 times. That's my limit. God. She's pregnant? Oh, interesting. Sagwa's pregnant? Okay. Curlew Star healed. Paw stuck in a 2-leg trap. Only sprained. Leg's heavily injured. Running nose. Only to find it near gone. Arch kit. Okay, we'll accept this one. It's kind of insane, but yeah, I don't mind insane. Like, insane gets the blood up, right? But Jesus. And go on patrols. The scariest part of the day. I guess let's have the polycule go out. So they can have time to talk about their newly blind child. Coverback heads out to collect leaves. Okay. 6 elder leaf, 4 oak leaf. Nice. Fun training exercise to see how spindly a branch they're able to balance on. Nice. Jesus, it feels like I'm looking at a ghost sometimes. And it ain't just because his pelt's white. You... It starts snowing soon after the patrol sets out. The cats dig a snow den and cuddle together, sharing the little warmth they have. Each cat takes turn on the side nearest the entrance tunnel, selflessly risking themselves. Okay. Just as a reminder of kind of our situation, Arch Kit and Step Kit are Blue Falcon and Copperbacks. Curly Kit and Newt Kit are Curloot Star and Oat Valleys, which makes both of them like sort of adopted siblings to Model Thud and Gossamer Creek. Soot Stripe, the newly injured, is of course child of Dust Speckle and Rattlestorm. Edelweiss Tooth and Birchheart are siblings. Freezebelt Curlew Star are siblings. The whole reason that I kind of bring this up and I'm bringing it all together is just like crazy stuff might be about to go on when I hit this event skip. Because, like, if Soot Stripe dies, that's going to be an incident, I fear. Whew, okay. Oh boy. Unsure. Found a litter of 5 kits. Birchheart had her litter. Swirlshine is pregnant? Okay. Not bad so far. Soreness abated. Sprain is feeling better. Spent too long in the sun. Gotten heat exhaustion. Model Thud feels better. No longer seems to be just from the water she inhaled. It must have progressed into white cough. Okay. Okay, this is an okay sounding situation. Oh, that's adorable. Ceremonies. Curlew Paw and Newt Paw. Mentored by Nikina. Mentored by Freezepelt. This is like fate, bro. Him uncle. Name after him mom. Get taught by him uncle. Oh, or her. I don't actually know Curlew Paw's gender. Male. Okay. Ooh. What a look on that boy. Newt Paw also male. Okay. Let's here before I pop out. Let's take a look at the 5 new kits. Pod kit. Calypso? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and these are birch hearts. Silky apricot, partridge, puma. Jesus Christ. Okay, who's this Calypso? Okay. I mean, let's guide into StarClan, I guess. Okay, patrols. Oh yeah, this is what Freeze Pelt looks like now. Got the flower in. We're gonna go ahead and send Freeze Pelt and Curlupaw out training. Because I feel like they need it. I feel like I really want to get the apprentices hard trained this time around. Okay. Carefully defreeze Pelt, finds a pothole and take advantage of the cliff's craggy surface. Cool. So, our other apprentice, Newtpaw, with Nakina. This feels like a real interesting move, considering Nakina is kind of Curlustar's enemy, you know? Anyway, we'll have them go out training. To gather moss. No matter how patiently Nakina tries to teach Newtpaw how to firmly but gently gather and shred the moss, he doesn't seem to be paying any attention. Frustrated with him, Nakina decides to have a talk with the leader upon their return to clan. Frustrated with each other after moss gathering patrol failed. Okay. We'll have them go out to get lungwort. Doesn't work. I'm re-rolling that one. And it might seem dumb to re-roll that, but I'm so tired of lungwort into it doesn't work. Considerable talent for such things to hunt down the lungwort within their borders. Yeah, okay. Thank God. Okay, let's have our dynamic duo go out hunting. Yeah? What if training course, though? We let the prey kind of go a little to get an extra training in. Heads out with a group of our clanmates to go train. Doesn't take charge or lead the patrol. Pairing off after some grand adventure. That just isn't her style. Instead, the cats are reminded of the kindness in their leader's heart as they watch Curlustar help Gossamer Creek up off the ground and reassure another clanmate when they get a move wrong. The warmth of these little sparks of empathy reminds everyone why Pebbleclan follows Curlustar. That's really nice. I'm really glad. Okay. And, of course, we also saw Sorrelshine was pregnant. Sorrelshine, of course, we go into the family tree. The last remaining member of the Dry family here. Palepaw and Silverflower both died. So, Sorrelshine is the last one to carry on this legacy. When we look, because of Vervain Stripe, the Gorsedusk legacy is long. No mate, as far as we know. Obviously, like 5 kits, 3 grand kits now because of Vervain Stripe. Incredibly interesting to watch this all unfold. And Duskmane still hasn't made his move, even though he kind of hates everyone. So, we'll see if that maybe changes, or if anything goes on with that. Alright. Go ahead and save. Time skip and see how it goes. There are 5 kits. Pasturing of Hickory Purr. Secretly had a litter of 3 kits. That's not what I wanted. Hill has died. Ermine kit. This one... Oh, one of her vein stripes. Okay. This is alright, I guess. Cotton fleas. Badly injured by a fox. Heat exhaustion is abated. Oat Valley got fleas. Bidoo feels back to normal. Back to camp after wandering off. Fireflies around the camp while the warriors try to sleep. Bill's supposed to be guarding. Flatter's air claimed no end. Lily seems more annoyed. I'm gonna re-roll this one. I guess it's just that it's like, we get 2 re-rolls. I don't know. I just... doesn't feel right. If that makes sense. Ready to be a parent of a litter of 5 kits, she promises tiny flailing limbs she'll do her best. Vinetooth brought 5 kits. Streak Timber was respected. So now Streak Timber is dead. Heavy and bloated, with the extra weight of the litter held it snugly inside. Very snugly. Uncomfortably snugly. Whenever someone asks whether Sog will be alright, she just smiles and replies that everything's going to work out fine. Light Kit when he was snuck out of camp? Comfort her during her vigil, she can't help but wonder if things will ever feel normal again without Light Kit in her life. Christ. Okay. That's not... Come on, Copperpack. Come on, man. Eye Gleam is healed. That's great. That's great. Sun Dream that the weakness he feels in his leg likely will always be present. Okay, well that's fine. Sun Dream, you are an elder. Comes asking if Pebbleclan has any dose of poppy seeds to spare. Graciously, the clan decides to aid their allies. But it's saved by Pinnacle Sore. His step-paw can't help but squeak when his mentor's name is announced. He runs with his ears lowered in embarrassment. To touch noses with Zap Current. Touches noses with Rattlestorm. He hopes that he'll get to do something that will really impress the clan on its first day. Maybe he could catch a big fat rabbit or chase off a fox that'll show the clan he's the best prince anyone's ever seen. Okay, this feels more right. I will say I went ahead and turned off allow unmated cats to breed. So... Oh, I need to do this too. Yeah. Yeah, I actually should have inverted that. So now Vinetooth has kits. God, we have so many now. So these are berry tigers. You can see every time we have new kits, I go and I do this. So that looked like cough kit? Choff kit? I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments. Sap kit. Modeled kit. Pheasant kit. Freckle kit. Broken kit. That's bothersome. Half clan. Outsider roots. But this one is half clan. No, this isn't what I wanted. You're half clan, but you won't tell me what the other half is. Okay, whatever. Storm kit. Jesus. Interesting. Jesus. Light kit. I'm glad a little. I shouldn't say that. That sounds fucked up. What I mean is, like, I'm glad Light Kit is in Star Clan, right? Because, I mean, his family tree, he get to know him dad now, you know? He knows Oat Valley and Curlew Star. They took good care of him for one, you know? So he gets to meet his dad now. Okay, let's look at Vine Tooth's Zap Kit. Lilac Kit. Yucca Kit. Mallow Kit. Blue Kit. Oh. Oh. Oh, Freeze Pelt. Buddy. Oh. Damn, that's a true blue bummer right there. I'm glad he moved on, but like, Jesus, man. That's rough. Oh, I gleam your tail, buddy. So we'll go ahead and save, do patrols. Oh, because Copperback got sun exhaustion. We'll have Treasure and Blue Falcon go out then. Oh, great. Lung Ward again. At least they find some this time. Okay. Well, Zapkern isn't retiring yet. How old is the good old buddy? Hasn't quite hit our requirements, so we'll let Zapcurrent decide when it's time. Maybe give them a couple extra... Well, we'll have them just do training, right? In fact, we can do group training with everyone. Touring through the territory, Rattlestorm spots a thrush and begins to quiz the apprentices on the best strategy. Steppot tests the winds. He correctly identifies that because of the wind he'd need to approach from the other side, but Newtpaw counters by pointing out a great vantage point to pounce from if the wind wasn't against them. Great, great, great. Send out Curlupaw and Freeze Pelts. Let's go ahead and get them up on training. Practice teamwork. Cool. Curlupaw wants to challenge himself. He announces confidently he play bows in front of a Freeze Pelt, tail lashing as he dares Freeze Pelt to make it difficult. Freeze Pelt purrs with amused approval and decides a tricky set of exercises. Okay, let's see what the time skip holds for us. Had a litter of 4 kits. Okay. Archpaw was found dead? You're the Stream Clan border. We'll be cursing the world that took Archpaw. Oh, this is interesting. Her claiming talking to her ever since her head injury. She's found it harder to hear the world around her. Oh no. Bro. You're kidding me. I don't know, I want to reroll for funsies. Not that that wasn't interesting. Or could have been interesting, I just... curious. He's been plagued with horrible headaches. Headaches may always be a problem. This is even less interesting. The other one was infinitely more interesting. And now I'll never roll into it again. Let's do another one. Sorry, if you're wondering why I'm being so reroll frantic, this is the start of a new recording session for me, and I want to start it off on an interesting route to kind of guide where things go. Wolverine died. Oh. Noticed before anyone else went looking for him herself. Pebbleclan never saw either of them again. Shocked by cries at Trickle Kit's vigils, she flees camp to process this shattering loss on her own. Camp entrance not trusting that Nakina is dead, and that this is another trick, another reason to hold something over another cat's head. Trickle Kit and Nikita have taken their place in StarClan. That's crazy. Gossamer Creek is poisoned. Interesting. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this one, I think. I mean, we have to. It's the end of our rerolls, but anyway. The Zap Kern's still kind of getting up there. Berry Tiger is recovering from birth. Oat Valley is grieving. What is Oat Valley grieving? Ah, like Kit. That tracks, that tracks, that tracks. What about Freeze Pelt? Not grieving, but moved on. Gossamer Creek is poisoned. Salgwa is grieving. Let's go ahead and view dead. We're finally on 2 pages. Nikina. Kitty pet. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Nikina disappeared alongside a clanmate, never to be seen again. So, hold on. Light Kit had already died. Trickle Kit is the one that died. It's not fair, but StarClan would make up for the lack as much as they could. Interesting. And then, of course, in the Unknown Residence, Wolverine. So, who then is Newt Paws? New leader. Igleam. Okay. Let me tell you, we're gonna need some warriors when all these kids grow up. It's kind of interesting, because Newt Paws' kind of pattern on their tail kind of matches Igleam's scars, is all. Looks interesting. We'll have them all go out herb gathering. Prods carefully around the brambles thorns. Copperback tells them how raspberries got their color. First medicine cat, when raspberries grew white, there lived a gentle old Tom. He couldn't harvest the berries without tearing his coat on the sharp thorns. But he had sick cats who needed the fruit, so he stepped forward regardless, and since then every raspberry has been stained with the blood from his thorn wounds. Interesting. We're gonna need lots of food. Thinks about the dream she had last night was sent by StarClan. Snuttig often feels like StarClan walks with her, and this is just another instance on the path. Let's send these 3 out. Yeah, that sounds good. It's hot out today, and the patrol bounces around infused with energy as they seek out prey. Feels like every creature on the mountains is out enjoying the weather and fattening up, and the cats have what feels like the perfect day, sun and heat and prey filling every moment. A large amount of prey. Oh, that's so wonderful. Okay. Let's do a group of 3. Actually, let's just do a massive group of 5 on Border Patrol. That sounds like most interesting, I think. Let's have... Hold on. Let's have Straw Rump lead it. Then have... Straight Birchheart Timber. Then Dust Speckle, then Birchheart. Then Timber, then Soot Stripe, I think. In case order really matters. The Gravel Clan scent marks at the border are unusually faint considering the hostility between the 2 clans. It could be an opportunity to mark further into Gravel Clan land, or it could be something to be cautious about. Okay, so... Oh, the patrol leader is Dust Speckle. Interesting. I guess the game decided that. So Straw Rump is on this run. So is Birchheart. Birchheart's dad died. I think the answer is yes, they totally do this. Because Soot Stripe and Timber wouldn't question them, and I don't know how Dust Speckle would feel about it. But I feel like with 2 cats pushing... Yeah... Antagonize. Opportunity or trap. It's possible to succeed if it's either or both. Dust Speckle charges across the border, straight into Gravel Clan territory and straight past the patrol, lying in wait to ambush her, hurling herself past the trap, making a long loop to get back to her own border. That'll show those mangy Gravel Clan foxpelts how it's done. I think I'm only going to change this to Straw Rump because I wanted him to be the patrol leader, so... Now we time skip. See what goes on. entering Leaf Fall. So sorry, just noticed this one out of my corner. Excuse me? Excuse me? Passing of Wisp Fleck? Passing of Mousepaw? I didn't even... Mousepaw? Oh, you're probably one of... Yeah, Rowan Noses. Ooh. Ooh. Rowan Noses not having a good time. Since a surprise attack on Pebbleclan, Curlew Star guarded the nursery no matter how injured she became. Here's I realize his white cough is infected Rattlestorm thanks to his weakened lungs. Copperback stepped on a concealed pit trap set by what seemed to be Gravelclan warriors. Copperback freezes with shock as he plunges into the depths of the trap. The other cats on the patrol flank him as he limps back to camp. While Gravelclan attempted a surprise attack on the Pebbleclan camp, Snutted guarded the nursery. Berry Tiger finally feels back to normal. Attempted a surprise attack. Berry Tiger guarded the nursery. Speckle leads a raid on Gravelclan's camp. Newt Paw is badly injured in the fight. Oat Valley gazes up into Silverpelt and finds that finally the grief has begun to lessen. Oat Valley has a running nose. Ambushes Gravelclan at the border. Pelt and Curlew Star sustain minor injuries, but the Gravelclan patrol is driven off successfully. Despite the lethality of the poison that coursed through her, Gossamer Creek has managed to stay alive. During a skirmish with Gravelclan, Sootstripe took a blow meant for Curlew Paw. Step Paw fell off the cliff and somehow survived, though not without breaking his leg. Bidoof sighs in relief as the rashes fade. While Gravelclan attempted a surprise attack on Pebbleclan, Bidoof guarded the nursery. And Sundream. Erebus fell into a river. Sagwa healed. Camp and any warrior breaks into the nursery. At the sight of Silky Kit's terror, the warrior's resolve breaks down, and they leave Silky Kit with hardly a scratch on him. Almost choked on a prey bone, but Richard ate his back hard enough to make it fly out. Apricot Kit can taste blood at the back of his throat. The bone must have nicked him. Spend the night by the Gravelclan border. They confront a passing patrol, but they're more keen to trade insults than blows. During the next skirmish, Tooth convinced Rattlestorm to run away with her. I don't know about this, chat. Guys, I don't know. It's just like in Fern Treasure. No, man. Running nose, scrape, small cut. Oh. I don't know, man. Nah, we're keeping it. I'm committing. Wisp Fleck, man. That's rough. Oh, buddy. Who's the new deputy, I wonder? I mean, hey, at least he up there with Charnudge, man. Mousepaw is also pretty rough. I feel bad for Rowan Nose. We can switch the Warriors Den now. I think we probably need to change it to assist with herb gathering. That seems logical to me, considering we need more herbs to help the sick and the wounded. Gravelclan has been hostile recently. This can't be good. Okay. Time to antagonize, I do suppose. How dare they trespass? Strawrump bounds after the scent, hoping to find the source of it, eventually discovering a limping Gravelclan warrior who hastily explains that a dog had chased them into Pebbleclan territory. Strawrump is still angry, but he reins in his hostility and tensely returns the cat to Gravelclan. Okay. I am worried about this next time jump. I ain't even gonna lie, folks. I ain't even gonna lie. But we will take it as we go. Curlew Paw fell into the river. Sootstripe drowned alongside Curlew Paw while trying to rescue him. Died from a claw wound. Storm Kid and Gossamer Creek. Green withdrawn, it feels like the entire clan is just moving on from Gossamer Creek's death. Wood Valley treasured the companionable silences with curlew paw that only kin can share. Now the silence of death fills the air. Trying to outrun reality, she missed most of the vigil, devastated, dust-buckled grieves in her own way. Sibling trying to get through the tale and return to grieving over Gossamer Creek's body. Let's re-roll that one, I think. Archpaw was hit by a monster. Tinted parsley kitten lichen fur. That's not good. Puma kitten Sundream. And the nursery, ready to prove himself. She is no match for the warriors who leave her cold on the ground. It's like Curlew Star relied on Parsley Kit, trusted him, and contemplate. Oh, I don't know if we can live that. I don't think we can live, like, survive with only one medicine cat. Oh, okay, one more. We get one more. How Blue Falcon has been dodging death. Like, it feels like borderline everyone has died once, except, like, Curlew Star and Blue Falcon. And Curlew Star makes some sense, right? Curlew Star does still have 9 lives left. This is... Again? Blue Falcon again? I guess at least this time it's just Straw Rump. But Blue Falcon again? Saving life of Gravel Clan by chasing off Predator, attempting to make them their lunch. Bog Ripple. I mean, we gotta take this one. Jesus, bro. Okay, I have finished the reading, and other than like 3 consecutive pages of Bog Ripple being welcomed, nothing really notable. You can see here, Bog Ripple, Bog Ripple, Bog Ripple, and then it stops. This whole page about Bog Ripple. This whole page about Bog Ripple. This whole page about Bog Ripple. Another whole page about Bog Ripple. Like, seriously? And then even this one... Oh, this one doesn't. So it is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4.5 pages of just cats welcoming Bog Ripple. Jesus Christ, when they said we were friendly to kitty pets and loners, they meant it. So we are going to... we're going to go ahead and do this. Praise Field Clan. You may notice Lichen Fur is here. Because, of course... What did... No, I guess that's right, because Wolverine died. Still feels like there's less cats there. There should be. Are you dead? When did you die? 13 moons ago. I mean, I know Stem couldn't have been him. Weird. Is it just Wolverine who I'm... tilted over, I guess? I guess so. But of course we can see Straw Rump here. Died defending Stormkit from a dog. Whew. Again, we really need Copperback and Snuttig healed up. We can go back to doing Border Patrol. As a distinct scent trail has crossed it. Patrol immediately stops their border marking and switches to tracking the scent of the intruder instead. At the end of the trail, they find a poor old kitty pet wheezing his 2 legs name. Zap Current doesn't know where his 2 leg is, but offers to bring the stranger back to camp where medicine can help him. Toyota? Sure, I dig it. Let's go look at Toyota. And let's see what's wrong with him. Carrion place disease? What? Damn, and they already... 281 moons? That's an old cat. 281? That's the oldest cat. I mean, I guess we'll keep him, but... It's not bad, I just didn't realize he was old. Interested in joining the clan, they banter with the cat a bit, make them feel more welcome. Doesn't have to do much convincing. Okay? Gimli. Okay. The Toyota's male. Where is Gimli? Gimli. Male. Gimli is, I imagine, alright experience. Let's just send you off hunting. The hunt goes well regardless. Okay, that's nice. Okay. Now we time skip. Present. Reports on the border tell of a green cough outbreak. Okay, well, I mean, he was over 200 moons old. I'm not real beaten up about that. Scratch paw, that's a little sad. Brother, is that it? Just okay. We'll take it. We'll take it. Okay, yeah, this is actually a great moon. Dust Speckle falling is like sad, but it's... Would we trade Curlew Star, Rattlestorm, and Copperback healing for Dust Speckle having a broken leg? It's like kind of fine. You didn't already see Lycanfur goes to meet with them, but green cough outbreak has happened. Who complains about Pebbleclan's war being annoying? He demands to know why Pebbleclan has encountered Snickers. That's a little silly, but okay. The jams are hitting again. Before I go on to read, let's go ahead and let's take a look at Snickers. I see. I see. Let's take a look at the dead Toyota. Sure. At least he regrets leaving the clan without him. I mean... Scratch paw. Oh, you were one of Vervain Stripes. Yeah, that's rough. How are they doing? Raccoon Paw and Ermine Paw? I think Ermine Paw died in a fake universe. I'm just taking a couple looks around. Oh! Bog something. What happened to Bog whatever? Bogwan? No. Seriously, what happened to him? Because it couldn't be that we took in... Because it wasn't Bog Gripple, it was Bogswan? Bog Gripple. What? How are you? Cast out of her clan for some transgression that she's not keen on talking about. Join the clan on Moon 31. That's crazy. Why did her name change? We'll have these two go out on herbing. Mission to find lungwort. We actually find lungwort. Have treasure go out. Why not have Newt Paw since High Gleam is unavailable for the crime of having white cough. Newt Paw tells Treasure about the dream he had last night and what it could mean. Newt Paw have an in-depth conversation about Newt Paw's vision as they walk. He remembers the soft noises of Kit's nursing. By the time they head back to camp, they have a good idea of what they should do with the information. Nifty. We'll just send Strawback, or Copperback, out on his own. Copperback goes to harvest time. There's never enough time. Why is he full of dad jokes now? As the days grow shorter and the nights grow colder, Edelweiss Tooth takes a patrol down the foothills to partake in one of Pebbleclan's favorite annual hunting traditions, the salmon run. When the stream comes into view, Edelweiss Tooth is the first to the stream bank. He steps onto the slick rocks poking up above the current, his footing sure. When the first salmon shoots up from the water, Edelweiss Tooth is perfectly positioned to pick it off. With his confidence in the water, the patrol brings home a plentiful haul of salmon. Nice. I knew that swimming skill would come in handy eventually. We are at war. Perhaps we should consider one border patrol? Yeah. Patrol meets Field Clan, a clan they consider to be allies at the border. The patrol stops to talk with the other cats, but Oak Valley is nervous to talk with Field Clan cats. The other patrol notices and takes offense at the lack of friendly demeanor. Aww. Okay, well let's fix that one right up. Snickers. Great mediator and good speaker, huh? Might as well. He's a bit of a brat, but that's like fine. We're all a bit of a brat sometimes. We kind of need another mediator, I feel like. Considering ours is always unable to work, it seems. Cool. So with that, I guess we'll time skip. Officially in Leaf Bear. Has been impatient for the end of Blue Falcon's pregnancy. Nice. 3 more kits. Odd kit. I don't need to look at that. Okay, well, that's Curly Star. That's fine. They have a few lives to give up. Okay. Overdid his last sparring session and sprained a paw. Dust Speckles, that's not great. Burchart's sprain is healed. Nice. Archpaw has gotten green cough. That's not good. Sundream healed from his claw wounds, but will forever be marked by a scar. Oh. Aww. Holy. I just was like, no way we have 2. Looks like everybody is healed up pretty nicely. All the blood that was shed in the war, Pebbleclan and Pebbleclan have finally decided to settle it once and for all. Takes her chance at the gathering to fawn over Field Clan's leader for everything from their apprentices' manners to their medicine cat's intelligence. Tracks down Snicker's last known location, but only finds an abandoned nest and a fading scent. For just this one perfect moment, heads pressed together and speaking their commitment in front of the clan, there's nothing... Aww, the cowgirl. Erebus was so confident that Sagwa felt the same, but she doesn't. Erebus really doesn't want to talk about it. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a good one. Okay. One of the things I noticed while I was doing things is that Berrypaw had been apprenticed to Birchheart, but Birchheart had already also taken Pumapaw, and so I switched Berrypaw over to being mentored by Longwish. They're both... Berrypaw and Longwish are both in the Medicine Cat's den right now, so I felt like that was fine. If you see Berrypaw has kitten cough, and Longwish has a bite wound, so... I'm hoping next moon they'll both be up and at 'em again. And I figured that was better than giving Birchheart 2 apprentices for no real reason. Also, Sundream got even more scars. My guy has been having a rough go of it lately, if I'm being honest. Call him Scar Dream at some point. But yeah, we have lots of cats that have come out of the Medicine Cat's den, which is really, really great. Obviously, we still have quite a bit in here, especially with the green cough outbreak. And of course, we have these 2 who are outside of the den, but, you know. Half-Paw looks cute. I wonder what that is. The stuff on Half-Paw's tail. Daisy. Cute. Okay, well, you do really need some prey now. Let's go ahead and do a 4-cat go at it. After a recent heavy snowfall, heads out with little hope of finding prey. Patrol finds no prey. Their failure and their empty bellies makes their tempers short, and they shoot each other resentful looks on the way back to camp. Oh dear. And we will time skip, I guess. Patrol crosses path with Pebbleclan, who tell of the passing of Fernclaw. Interesting. Pinnacle Soar and Zap Current. Jesus Christ, guys. Nectar has died. Interesting. What? Affected. Lungwish's bite wound is healed. Eggleam no longer has a white cough. That's great. Jesus. Jesus. I mean, this is pretty okay, I guess. Gonna have to reassign this one. Jesus Christ, man. Well, maybe we just don't. Criminy. We'll go ahead and lock this in. It's okay enough. Let's... actually, we need food. So let's focus on feeding the clan. We need food. Especially if we're, you know, rationing. Berry Tiger. I saw, what was it? Apricot Paw and Storm Paw? So there's Storm Paw. Now I have to figure out which one is Apricot Paw, because I don't necessarily remember. Interesting. Apricot Paw. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Oh, boy. Yeah, lungwort. Doesn't help with many ailments, but is the only cure for yellow cough. And clans have wasted away and died out for want of it. 10 lungwort were gathered. Okay. Sure. Why not? Nothing for green cough or white cough, maybe. Okay, whatever. I ain't gonna fret about it. Jesus, you have 3 apprentices. Yeah, sure. We'll just go ahead and fill up on 2 mentors. That's not even considering you. Not getting modeled paw in on this, but whatever, I guess. Jesus Christ, man. 2 legs spots Stormpaw and crouches down. Stormpaw hisses and flees. Guess that's better than nothing. Okay. We'll go ahead and save in advance then. That's a lot of additional pieces of prey, though. Gravelpaw. I don't even know that guy. I'm gonna be so honest. Oh, man. That's nice. That's nice. That's... Achy Bones is fine. Okay, that's nice. I think you still have an infection, don't you? Heals back to normal. That's a strain of birthing litter. Sprain better. Oh, how nice for Apricot Paw. Curlew-aster. I didn't even realize Curlew Paw was that old, but that's cool. Hold on. You dead. Let's look at Gravelpaw first, ironically. Oosh, bro, you look so jiggy with it. Oh, you were one of Sorrel Shine's. Bro, they look so jiggy with it. Archpaw. Yeah. Do you have... Oh, I can't see anymore? That's kind of screwed up. I wish I could still see, but whatever. And then Chloe. Where's Chloe? Maybe back here? Yeah. Look at Chloe. 153 moons, that's a long time. Stayed at her vigil the longest. That's a little funny. Yeah, this is acceptable, I think. The death of 2 for many to be healed. I mean, we have 1 minor and it's joint pain. Dislocated joint. That's better than I thought. I figured it was a broken bone. Let's go ahead and we'll kind of lean off Field Clan a little. Don't want to push them away. Don't have any outsiders we want to invite in. We did manage to invite in Snickers, who's a warrior right now, but I'm very rapidly going to change them to a mediator. It does say they're a great mediator after all. And speaking of mediating, you are Apricot Paw, now trans female. So great. And then Storm Paw. We'll go ahead and mediate. That was a big increase, I feel. Either way. I think there's also a thing between Puma Paw and Pod Paw. Hold on. Freckle, Broken, Storm, Bidoof, Mottled, Sap, Chuff, maybe? Partridge, Apricot, Berry, Half, Parsley, Pod Paw. Ooh, okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. The 80 members. Could be better stocked, though it could be worse. Okay. Well, if it could be better stocked, then let's go ahead and get it there, yeah? Lichen Fur, Snuttig, Treasure. We'll just let these guys go. Spreads out under Copperback's watch, he spots a deathberry bush and calls the cats back. To stress the lesson about caution, Copperback tells the story of how the yew got its color. 2 lovers met in Leaf Bear at the border between their clans under the shelter of a bushy, white-berried yew. One night it was not love that met there, but a great battle between their rival clans. One neither would stagger from alive. The yew drank of their blood, and in the colder moons, even now, you can see it shining in its deathberries. Crazy. Apricot Paw wanders past an old badger set dug into the rocky hill only to freeze. There's a new scent here, acrid and sour. Sproul is sniffing around the burrow. They hear clatter of rocks. It's difficult to say who's more surprised, the cats or the badger. There's a confused rush of paws and flying fur as the patrol scatters and the beast charges for the set. Storm Paw is battered in the process, but everyone gets home safe in the end, including the badger. Okay, well, I don't like that. Is it better than them dying? Yes. I don't think they will die, though, so we'll reset it. Oh, hell. Oh, no. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I thought it was before we sent the medicine cats out, but that is in fact not the truth. While exploring Terry, come across the forbidden tunnels. Begin to make their way into the tunnels. They are suddenly grabbed by their scruffs and hesitantly look upwards to find their mentors looking at them with disappointment. Can't receive a punishment, though they feel like they should fear their mentor's anger more. Berry Paw lags behind on the patrol. Oh, come on, man. Thankfully, she's on the edge of the obstruction and wiggles her way clear. Okay, I didn't think that would work. But okay, that's dope. Curlew could honestly use some training, and so could Gimli. Just kind of weird because they're all adult cats, but you know. Cats practice some teamwork. Gimli's shared gossip. Okay. Love lives and future plans begin to make the others uncomfortable. Where's Curlew? I want to see if he actually improved in any of that. By 1 point. Jesus, man. Got everything squared away, so this is going to be our last moon. Hopefully it's an eventful one in a good way. Or at least an interesting way. Back to New Leaf. Zap Current died. Passing of Tawny Root. Wonders how any of them will cope without Zap Current. Kit sobs and buries his muzzle. Oh, that's sad. Again? We'll go ahead. It's our last moon. I want it to be eventful. This is a little aggravating. You know, it is sad that Zap Current died. We'll go ahead and reset it. Just see what happens. Pebbleclan is neutral to us now after the war, which is interesting. Yep. Okay. No births or deaths. Okay, that's pretty good. Jesus, Saw with a heartbreaker. Okay, I mean, this is a pretty good final moon to end off on. Not anything super eventful or anything, but yeah. We'll go Lone Medicine Cap. Besides, it's warm enough to gather catmint. She'd really like to replenish the herb stocks. Carefully picks out catmint from its known hiding places. Nice. For the excitable warriors? Is catmint like Adderall for cats? Ooh. Nice. The keen-eyed blue falcon spots herbs, quickly harvesting them and retreating back to the camp where it's nice and dry. Nice. Okay. So we will send our best hunters out. You know, Model Thud and Gossamer Creek haven't had, like, a chance to go out in a while. Just siblings, brother and sister. I think brother and sister. I think Model Thud is male, isn't he? Aren't they? Model Thud? Male, yeah. Brother and sister, hunting patrol. Stealthily, the scroll's no idea what's coming. Okay, 244 is pretty damn good. Let's look at the other paws here. Yep, both of you are High Gleams, but High Gleam isn't available. Gossamer Creek isn't available. We'll have all of them go out with Gimli, then, on a training. And since all of their mentors have already gone to do things, finds a nice spot to sun themselves. Broken Paw makes sure everyone gets a good basking spot as the cats pause for a little break before they resume their training. That's nice. And now... So this is only 2 apprentices and 3 warriors. Why don't we have them go out on border patrol? River that must be crossed to ensure the borders are thoroughly checked. Patrol begins to cross with Steppaw trailing nervously behind. As the patrol's almost clear, Steppaw notices a swell in the river rushing towards the patrol. He almost lets out a warning yell, but he hesitates, unsure if it's really rushing water. Unfortunately, this costs the patrol a few seconds. They had to react, and the river crashes them against the river stones. Podpaw got sore, Edelweiss Tooth got shivering, Soot Stripe got water in their lungs, Curluaster got head damage. Oh, we gotta rewind that one. One last rewind. But of course, this also means I'm going to be rewinding a lot of shit because I didn't save like the fool that I am. And I don't remember who we actually sent out on patrols. So, Puma, we'll just pair couples. Apricot, and then we need Pod. And then yours is Edelweiss Tooth, so we'll add you. Go training. Cool. Stormpaw does a terrible job, but Edelweiss Tooth isn't willing to call him out on it. It's a wrong move for a patrol leader to make, and no cat learns anything from the experience. Great. Wonderful. Patrol finds a nice spot to sun themselves. Broken Paw makes sure everybody gets a nice, good basking spot. Cool, cool, cool. Basically the thing that happened with Gimli. Long Wish. Steppaw, Curluaster. Sure, that's fine. Training. Spins a tale of many seasons ago before even Pebbleclan itself, when 5 ancient clans stood, each one point on a single great star. They padded into danger where the hills of bones seeped blood into the soil. Not this old nursery tale again. Longwish is bored of it. We'll go out bordering again. This field clan has strayed into their territory, but this is a bit suspicious. Parsley Paw can't contain his annoyance at the trespass. Finds a lost apprentice, field clan apprentice, to be the source of the scent, reprimanding them heavily. The apprentice is nearly in tears when Parsley Paw finally lets them go, and the patrol leads them back to the borderline, tension thick in the air. That's rough. That's rough. So, we want to try and offset that. It's been enough moons. They haven't made any trouble. We can invite them in. We'll start with Primrose. With that, I'll flick through our pages here so we can see all of our alive cats. And then the cats outside the clan. Some people have made it pretty far. I wasn't expecting Duskmane to make it this far. And despite the game's best efforts, Sloperump and Cinderswish have made it really far. Stone and Cloudfern. Surprised Rowan Nose has made it this far, but that's kind of, you know, how it be. At least in terms of the other cats. And then, of course, we will view the dead. We started with only dead cats that I had added. Like, excluding Wispfleck, all of these top rows, and that was it. And now look, as the moons have passed, many have fallen. Well, I mean, I guess it was all of them in, like, dry, right? But yeah. We still have a few in the unknown residence. Yusuke. I don't remember you. Huh. I do not remember you, Yusuke. Obviously, Nectar ended up dying, and we'd never invited him in because of him squabbling with us. Same with Wolverine, although you'll come to see that more evidently. No cats in the Dark Forest yet, but I suppose we will see. Yeah, we can exile cats to the Dark Forest, and that may be happening, depending on what cats end up dying. But yeah. That's what our cats look like. Let's go ahead and take a look at the camp. Bustling with life. Absolutely bursting to the brim. And so with everything squared away, well, this may be the end of the journey for you all right now, but Pebbleclan has to go on.